Right now on Thornton360, City Council acts on development projects and looks to the future of another fire station. And Thornton Fire begins COVID-19 vaccinations. Thornton360 starts right now. Hello and welcome to Thornton360. I'm Todd Barnes. We begin with the latest from City Council. Council addressed the January 6th assault on the nation's capital. They issued this statement. The Thornton City Council denounces the insurrection and terrorist acts that led to the occupation of our nation's capital on January 6, 2021. We also mourn the loss of lives of those officers who were trying to protect our institutions. This was an attack on the democratic principles and foundations of our country that we hold dearly. We vigorously support the rule of law, and the individuals involved in the insurrection should be prosecuted to the fullest extent possible. Peaceful protest is a hallmark of our country, but what we witnessed at our Capitol was anything but peaceful. This kind of violence has never and will never lead to lasting solutions. The Thornton City Council is committed to doing what we can to protect our democracy and respect our government institutions. We would also ask that our representatives in Congress, as well as our friends, neighbors, and colleagues, do the same. In meeting actions, Council approved a conceptual site plan for a 13-acre non-residential development project at East 128th Avenue and Quebec Street. Proposed uses will conform to the existing community retail zoning and include a drive-through restaurant, a financial institution, and other retail uses. Also approved, 2 ordinances regarding the annexation and zoning for property at York Street between 156th and 158th Avenue, assigning the annex property to Ward 4. This property will be the future location of Thornton Fire Station number 7. City staff presented Council with Thornton Recreation's 2021 Events and Festivals report. Due to the ongoing pandemic, the rollout of these events and festivals is currently being evaluated. To see the entire City Council meeting in high definition, tune to Xfinity Channel 881. You can also watch on demand anytime at thorntonco.tv or by downloading our app for Apple TV or Roku by searching Thornton in your device's app store. The next City Council meeting is Tuesday, January 26th. For more information about that meeting, you can visit gocot.net/council meetings. The Thornton Fire Department's mobile COVID-19 vaccination program is underway.
We're out here today at Carpenter Recreation Center conducting COVID-19 vaccinations. We know that our community members are really anxious to get the vaccination, but we would like to remind everyone that we're not sure when we will get those vaccinations in our hands. So please be patient with us. Continue to check our website, and those announcements will be made available as soon as we know. We do have an amazing call center set up at Carpenter Recreation Center, and they can answer most of your general questions. We do recommend that you also check with your primary care physician for a vaccination, as well as your employer. Also check with other agencies. Tri-County Health website has information, as well as the state of Colorado's website.
How you doing? How's it going? How are you? Good.
This is a drive-through clinic, so it's very easy, doesn't take much time. We ask that you do drive up through 110th and Colorado Boulevard, use that entrance, fill out some paperwork at the first trailer, and then as you proceed through the cones, we'll give you your immunization card. We do recommend that you take a picture of that card. That way, in case you lose it, you do have some proof. And then after you receive your vaccination, you wait 15 to 30 minutes just for observation. We want to make sure that you don't have any kind of a reaction. So do expect at least, about a half hour for your visit.
You are all set. Go down the corner, 15 minutes, you're good to go.
Cool, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
We are so excited to be a part of this process. We are truly making history, and being a part of that is amazing here with the Thornton Fire Department and the City of Thornton. Our council members have been amazing with their support. We're just so excited to be a part of this process.
Currently, vaccinations are open to Thornton residents who are 70 and older as the vaccinations are available. Pre-registration is required by going to gocot.net/COVID-19 vaccine or by calling the registration call line. Proof of age is also required at the appointment. Reaching all of the Thornton senior population, estimated to be over 12,000 people, is expected to take several weeks. No vaccinations will be administered without a scheduled appointment.
Theo Gonzalez, EMS captain with Thornton Fire, coming to you today to talk about the access to vaccines in our community. We're very excited to see the arrival of vaccines, as now there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But I do want to stress the importance of continued masking and testing when you have symptoms or you've been exposed to somebody that is positive to COVID-19. We know that most vaccines won't reach the general public until about June or July this summer. And so we know that this is a critical time for us. We want to keep masking, we want to keep testing, and we want to keep all of those hygiene and social distancing practices that you guys have been so good at this past year. We're almost there, Thornton. Help us stop the spike.
The Thornton Fire Department is one of the first in the nation to use new technology to monitor firefighters who were exposed to or contracted COVID-19.
So Thornton Fire Department is one of the only fire departments that I know, definitely within the state, maybe even within the United States, that's actually using telemonitoring technology to monitor our own firefighters when they have active infection with COVID-19. Theo Gonzalez, EMS captain with the City of Thornton Fire Department. Coming to you today to show you some technology that we're using called the Massimo Safety Net. It's a telemonitoring device that we use to follow our COVID-19 positive employees and make sure that they don't have any severe outcomes associated with COVID-19. The Massimo Safety Net consists of a wearable bracelet that you affix to your wrist with a small, comfortable strap. It has a chip and a processing unit housed in the bracelet. And it actually connects to a pulse oximeter that you wear on your finger. And that pulse oximeter monitors you 24/7, 7 days a week, as long as that battery has life in it. And so that sends information on your vital signs like heart rate, respiratory rate, your oxygen saturation, and it sends that information, one, to your phone so that you can monitor your own vitals, and then two, it sends it to a main dashboard that's privacy protected and only I as the EMS captain have access to. And then it gives me real-time alerts when anybody has any vitals that fall without under parameters. So a low oxygen, a low or super high heart rate, low respiration or very high respiratory rate. Things like that paramedics use out in the field to help assess and diagnose people. Thornton Fire Department procured these in July, and we started using those very quickly to monitor our firefighters. We've monitored over 45 firefighters to date, and we've had some really exciting success stories with that. We had one employee's spouse did come down with a pretty serious pneumonia that we were able to catch thanks to the device alerting us to a low oxygen saturation, and we were able to recommend that spouse be seen at the hospital immediately. He was found to have had a pretty severe pneumonia, which was easily treatable because we caught it so early, and it led to a really great outcome. And I'm happy to report that that spouse is out of the hospital and is recovered from COVID-19. And so those are the kind of success stories that really excites us about this technology, because it really gives us access to real-time monitoring 24/7 in an automated way, and it makes us more efficient.
Adams County is now at the orange level on the state's COVID-19 dial. That means all 3 Thornton Recreation Centers and the Active Adults Center have reopened at 25% capacity. Residents are asked to call the facility they wish to use to make the required reservations for classes, programs, and equipment.
Hello, it's Officer Jesus Mendez of the Thornton Police Department. We'd like to invite you to Thornton's new Home and Business Security Cam Registry. This is a community and police partnership where if something happens in your neighborhood, your video footage can help us maybe catch the suspect, identify a witness, or even return your property. So visit gocot.net/camera registry to register your home and business security cams today. Together, we can partner and make a reduction in crime.
An out-of-service oil well in the North Creek Farms Park residential area is scheduled to be sealed for safety. When work begins, residents will see large equipment in the park. That equipment is necessary to permanently and safely seal the well. Thornton has a new archery range. The range is located at Thornton's West Spratt Recreation Area and is the result of a partnership project with Thornton Parks and Recreation and the Girl Scouts. The range benefits Thornton's Recreation Adaptive and Inclusive Recreation Program. That's it for this edition of Thornton 360. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.